What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike.
And I'm John, and we're the DIY Topic Guys.
On this channel, we give you guys an inside look at the hottest trending topics making the most noise around the world today.
Our style is 3 topics for 3 minutes each, that way you can get in, get the news, and get on with your day.
So listen up, that way you can be the one leading the conversation in your life instead of being a nincompoop in the corner with nothing to say.
So today's topics are the royal interview, the stock market, and cookies. So if you guys are new here, thanks a lot for checking us out. Please make sure you subscribe down below and ring that bell for post notifications. That way you never miss out on what's trending.
Everyone else, thanks so much for being here and continuing to support us. Make sure you guys like down below, and also make sure you guys are following us on all the socials at DIY Topic Guys. Alright, so shifting gears to the royal interview.
Skip it across the pond, eh?
Or not anymore, because apparently they're here now.
Oh, they skipped back.
I want to be honest, I couldn't care any less about the royals. I love the history of all of them, like the King Arthur, all that stuff, even though they're completely different ends of the spectrum with this. I love the medieval culture.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't care about what they're doing. And we're talking about it, so I guess I kind of do care, but more of a bane of society type thing.
I don't understand how, like, they're just people, right? Like, and really you could argue, like, they're people that have been, like, in incestuous bloodlines for, like, a long time. So really they're, like, a worser set of people if you really think about it. But somehow they're so much more important than actual things that matter. Like, what color her child was going to be. Because that matters. If we're trying to end first off, if we're trying to end racism, let's not talk about race all the time.
Let's just stop talking about it. Let's stop blaming our problems of the world on race. Let's just...
Yeah, there's good people, bad people. It doesn't matter. You could be black, brown, orange, yellow, purple. It doesn't matter. It's good or bad.
Good cops, bad cops, good waitresses, bad waitresses.
Exactly. It's across the board. Across the board. Yeah, there's good and bad people. I don't understand. People want to distinguish things between just, like, I'm wearing a red shirt, I must be blood.
Right.
Like, what? Like,
So we start going into these things, and by no means am I an expert on this, nor do I care, as I just said, but like, and I've never been this way. I don't know what it's like. Meghan was apparently suicidal. I don't know what it's like to have a never-ending stream of paparazzi take pictures of you, to be compared all the time to other people that have, Kate Middleton.
It's probably
Diana.
hard, but you know, it's probably a lot easier than, like, having to go out and, like, make a career for yourself and, like, go work a 9 to 5 every day, come home to a house you hate with kids you hate with family, you know what I mean? That's probably it's probably a lot harder than all that, probably. Just kidding. It's not like we don't get the royal money anymore, but we're still rich outright.
I mean, it's
not that hard.
It's tough to take people seriously when you come from a royal bloodline. You come from, I think their house is Kensington Manor. Like, your house is a manor.
It's a manor.
It's called manor. Like, you know you're doing okay.
You got a guard gate with actual guards. Come on.
And then you're talking oppression in the middle of a villa to a multi-billionaire. Granted, she is self-made, yes, but I don't get it. Like, I don't know Harry's, like, situation and education or any of that stuff, but, like, I'm pretty sure he just walked into a tech company and he was made, like, super extreme vice president of something. Yeah. Like,
you're royal?
Like,
oh, your highness.
Like, you're gonna do amazing. Like, your name is still attached to you.
You're set. Yeah, you're golden. You don't have to do anything and you're golden. You're literally royalty. Literally. Like, whether you release it or not, you're
always...
Yeah, you're royalty forever. Let's be real.
So, shifting gears to the stock market. So, one thing that bothers me now is the world that we are in right now. Is the stock market open on Good Friday? This is what was trending on Google, Twitter,
across the board.
Everything, right?
Apparently you people are wondering. It is, sometimes, for half the people.
So, we're not going to answer that question because I don't really care about it. Because what I want to do is I want to segue into something that is basically, these are the types of questions that people are asking and they have absolutely no idea about how the market works or anything. You don't even know what days it's open or closed on, but yet you're willing to put millions of dollars in your hard-earned money, or maybe it's not, maybe you all have stimulus checks and you're sitting home in your parents' basement, I don't know. But you put millions of dollars of your hard-earned or unhard-earned money into stocks, and you don't know how it goes up or down.
I got bridges you could all buy. Tons of them. Like, just call me. It's bad. Okay, so I understand you shouldn't like be afraid of things because you don't understand them or anything along those lines. So like, I applaud them for like throwing the money into it even though they have zero idea about what's happening. But at the same time, like, it's how not even the country works, it's how society works. Like the world, like, it's not just New York Stock Exchange, it's across the board. It's in China and Britain and stuff like that. Like, it's how society works as a whole. It's how the world works, it's how art, and going back to infrastructure, it's how the infrastructure of the planet works. Like, you like bananas, they don't come from this country. Like, part of the infrastructure, it's part of the, like, you know, and there's people that obviously, there's companies that do that and people invest in those companies. These people know nothing. They're like, I like Nikes. Let me throw my $1,400 that I got and my $600 extra stimulus check into this Nike company. Like, but then they complain. Some of them are legitimate gripes, like the stuff that happened with Robinhood recently and GameStop and all that. That's a legitimate gripe. Like, taking out the individual investors and only allowing institutionals to trade, kind of fucked up. But at the same time, all those same people, they signed Robinhood's agreement. They all agreed to it. None from Reddit. Not a soul. I don't read it, but I know what they do. You put trades in, they sell to hedge funds. That's the way all of them do. TD, everyone, Morgan Stanley, across the board. That's what they all do. Regular people don't know that.
Right.
Is it 100% their fault? Probably not, because they don't teach us anything in school. Most people don't have a balanced checkbook because they don't teach you that in school.
I do know how to square dance.
Ooh, oh, that's fair. That was an entire marking period in gym. I don't know where to go from here. Like you said, these people just throw their money at anything. But at the same time, it's people you can make that same argument with like cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and stuff like that. Most people have zero idea what's going on with that stuff, but they know it's going to be good. Yeah, shut up, take my money. Here you go.
That's it.
Boom.
Know nothing about it. Can't understand anything about it. Been trying to for years. You have explained it to me countless times. Still don't get it. Watch it go to the moon, and I'm left here. But I'm okay with that.
Get at least 0.1.
So let's shift to something that everyone loves: cookies. Now, we know that this has absolutely nothing to do with anything besides being delicious, but
we ate an entire tray about 20 minutes ago. The two of us, that's it.
That's why we are talking about cookies right now, because just cookies in general, is there anything that makes people happier? Like,
who doesn't like a cookie? Who doesn't?
What's your favorite?
That's a it's a loaded question. But I'm gonna say, I'll hit you with my favorite Girl Scout cookie because it always pops in my head first. Samoas, bro. I like the purple box. People, shit, I'm sorry. We can't call them that anymore. They're called like Coconut Delights or something. Because apparently Samoa's.
Someone's offended by
someone got hurt. But I'm sorry. I thought it was just the name of the cookie. I love.
We got to add that back to our other topic of iconic names being changed.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that. What about you? What's your favorite cookie? You can go Girl Scout or otherwise. If you have another one that pops in your head first.
I gotta go with your standard run-of-the-mill chocolate chip cookies right out of the oven. Let me paint this picture for you, right? So you get the sleeve of whether it's Pillsbury or Toll House or whatever
like the refrigerated sleeve,
right.
With the fucking like the sausage tube.
Yes. So you get home, your mom just bought it for you, you're a kid, right? So you slice it open, you know, you eat a little bit of the dough.
One for me, one for the tray.
Right.
For me, one for the tray.
That's what you do. And then you start baking them, and you're sitting there, you're watching it, you get the little scent trail coming out of the oven, and you're savoring it, and then you pop it out on there, onto the oven. As you're done with it, it's starting to cool off, and then you just take one, you break it apart, you got the chocolate oozing.
That gooey strip of the chocolate where it goes, it breaks apart so slowly, perfection, like a commercial. And then you burn your tongue.
You know what does not go good with milk, though? Those types of cookies. People rant and rave about milk and cookies, but can we talk about the king of milk and cookies? What's your king of milk and cookies?
I mean, it's Oreos. It's America's favorite cookie or whatever.
It's Oreos.
It's Hydrox is really what it is because that's like the original. Oreo stole it. Hydrox is like the original cookie.
What is the color of the Oreo?
It is actually brown. It looks black, but it is brown, believe it or not. It is a dark brown.
I have no idea what it is. I don't know if it's black or brown or...
Nah, I just said that because of the way you phrased the question. I think it's black, honestly. I said brown because of the way you phrased it, but like it's gotta be black. Because like think about like when you see cookies and cream stuff, it's black and white. It's not brown and white.
That is true. But technically, cocoa powder is
brown, technically.
Brown, right?
Technically it is brown, yeah.
So, how do you eat an Oreo with milk?
Are we talking single or double stuff?
Tell me.
I like to do quad stuff, so I take 2 doubles, work them in half. mash the two masses together, chuck the singles because like who the hell wants those?
Not
And
enough
just
cream.
like then all the way in, like I'm talking like this much of the cookie not dipped in milk, and then just right before it breaks apart, it's just right before that 1 millisecond before it breaks apart, down the hatch.
Delicious.
Cookies.
That's going to do it for today's episode, guys, where we touched on the royal interview, the stock market, and cookies.
So we hope you learned a thing or two, maybe three. If you guys want to continue the conversations, please make sure you comment down below.
Make sure you guys are subscribed, make sure you guys hit that like button, and make sure you guys are following us on all the socials at DIY Topic Guys.
So we'll see you next time for another 3 topics for you to get in, get out, and get on with your day.
We are DIY Topic Guys, your go-to place, looks super smart and in the know.